Дурут, салам, как вы поживаете? Мне очень хорошо, ну, хорошо. All right, Conor McGregor found a way to get back in the news. Go figure. All right, Conor McGregor versus Charles Oliveira. Bitch, please, stop. You're telling me that the guy who is trying to get out of the weight class is gonna somehow gain 30 pounds, add another 30 pounds to his cut. So he's at 190, he's gonna cut down to 155. So the only reason why you blow up like that is so you can outpower a guy who doesn't play a power game. For a ground game, Conor McGregor really doesn't have. Against a guy who's got great transitions, and now you're trying to get slower on one leg. So obviously you're not trying to grapple with Charles Oliveira, okay? So what are you trying to do? Huh? What are you trying to do? Trying to outpower Charles Oliveira. So your whole game plan is jumping 9 people for a title shot you don't deserve. Let's say you get the title shot. Now you are slower, way less mobile, way more of a weight cut to fight a guy who has the best transitions and the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the division, which is the toughest division, arguably. Welterweight might be as tough, but whatever. Whatever, it's a tough division. So you're trying to, without beating Chandler, without beating Poirier twice, without fighting Islam, without fighting Darush, you're gonna leap Rafael dos Anjos. Tony Ferguson might even be higher ranking than him by now. So you're telling me that you're gonna leapfrog all those people, cut a bunch of weight, slow, on a rebuilt leg, and then try to play a striking game with someone who just knocked out Chandler and who just beat Poirier, while you lost to Poirier twice, haven't beaten Chandler in anything. If he's beaten Chandler, it was so long ago that I don't know about it. So it doesn't really matter now. Without having fought, fight Tony Ferguson first. This is it. This is nonsense. Okay. Oliveira versus Justin Geathje. Okay. Initially, when I hear about this fight, the first thing I think of are leg kicks. If Justin Geathje can land significant leg kicks in the first round, it drastically changes the game. Because Oliveira, limping, now has to go to Niwaza immediately. Justin Geathje doesn't get taken down. He just doesn't get taken down. Khabib Nurmagomedov took him down. Tony Ferguson didn't try. Poirier didn't take him down. Not anything significant. So you're telling me that Charles Oliveira is going to take him down? Maybe. But that's after a round or two. And you're telling me that in 2 rounds, anybody on the planet, anybody, doesn't matter who, after 2 rounds with Justin Geathje, you're going to now take him down on obviously one leg, because you've been leg kicked several times. And in 2 rounds, he's going to rock you once or twice. The guy punches hard. So It's a big challenge. Now, can Oliveira take the back of Geathje standing? He typically climbs on someone, you know, at some point in the first 2 rounds. Then it gets a little more interesting. So I don't have anything concrete yet, but there it is. Okay. Now, Beneil Dariush, let's say he somehow fights Oliveira. Well, that's 2 guys trying to do the same thing. Touch you up and then take the back and choke you out. Or touch you up and then when you're softened, go for a takedown. Or transition up top and then go for a sub. So at that point, I'm going to favor Oliveira. I'll take a look at the tape, obviously. But this is just my initial impressions. Yeah, I would have to go with Oliveira. Now, if I go in and I see Oliveira does something stupid that Beneil Dariush, you know, takes, then whatever. But so against Geathje, Oliveira, that's a tough fight. So the closest comp to Oliveira would be Tony Ferguson in body type. Tony Ferguson didn't even try an Imanari roll late in that fight. But if you're guys, at this point, I'll have to tell you, an Imanari roll is you either exotic takedowns is either the very first thing you do to catch a guy off surprise, or it's something you do if shit's falling apart. If somehow you fall on your back, or somehow, you know, you see that they have some weird balance and they're far away, then yeah, go for your exotic stuff, okay? But an Imanari roll exposes you to a Kami Shiho Gatami, a north-south, 69, whatever you want to call the position. It exposes you to that with one hook that is a hand that's turned the wrong way. Part of my responsibility in running this channel is to impart, you know, some strategic knowledge. So if you're practicing your Imanari rolls and you're doing your local BJJ tournaments, go for it, bro. If your coach is helping you, whatever. But if you're gonna do it in something where people are punching and kicking, like, it's either the very first thing you do or everything is falling apart. I thought it was a bad decision when Eddie Bravo told Imanari roll, yeah, just try an Imanari. It would have been better to go Yoko Morote Gari, because then you have everything front, everything back. You know, you could do a Tani. What is that valley drop? What's the real name for a valley drop? Tani Otoshi? Wrap him up, go for Tani Otoshi. It's the easiest thing you do. Wrap him up, Osoto Gake. Wrap him up, Osoto Guruma. Wrap him up. See where I'm going with this? Ochi. Wrap him up, Kochi. Wrap him up, Dashi Barai. Wrap him up. You can wrap him up and do a Sasai Surakomiyashi hybrid with an Uranage. Wrap him up, so on and so forth. Wrap him up. If you miss, you slip up to an over and under clinch. Over and under clinch, use a standing armbar to transition into an Ashiguruma. I mean, it's endless. There's all kinds of shit you can do, but the very first thing you need is a clinch when you're fighting a striker. Justin Geathje is one of the greatest. I'm gonna wait for the beat drop to say this. He's one of the greatest strikers in the history of mixed martial arts. The greatest low kicker ever. You got to take him down, no matter who you are. Khabib, 29-0. Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov. He walked in there, he stood him up like this, took him down to close mount, to high mount, to S mount, to Sankaku Jime. That's amazing. That's amazing. And meanwhile, who else has Justin Geathje lost to? He didn't lose to Ferguson. He lost to Poirier, but that was a different Justin Geathje. He tried to do a backflip into double heel kick. Don't do a backflip to double heel kick. Don't do it. Don't do it. That is a sacrifice throw without the throw. So you're the only thing getting sacrificed. You can get the same thing with a spinning back kick, a very Taekwondo style kick, you know, a Zabit Magomed Sharipov style kick. You can get all kinds of power on when you sacrifice your position. You have to do it to get a better position. So that's why Sume Gaeshi, you roll on top of them. Tomonage, Yoko Tomonage. You either sacrifice and you're both starting from the same, or you sacrifice for a more advantageous position. Okay? So don't do double heel. Lost him the damn fight. Anyway, there's a little bit about what's going on with Oliveira. And if Geathje is next, boy, I'm pumped. I might even buy that one. I didn't buy the last one. $89. $89 for one fight that I wanted to see. The rest of those fights I didn't care about. I don't want to watch them. I probably wouldn't watch them even if they were free. Unless one of y'all asked me a question and then I'll watch it. Alright? So, peace. I gotta go. Khoda Hafiz. May the protector be with you.